Wayne, I always hear you talk about investing yesterday is the best time, second best time is today. What about in an asset bubble? How do you invest then?
Well, people are worried about trying to predict. That's what happens. That's how Wall Street. That's what all the news, everything that comes out of there, they're telling you that they can tell you when it's going to get high, when it's going to get low. The dilemma is people tend to invest when things are high, in favor and overpriced, because it's done well for 2 or 3 years. So they like to buy into it because everybody else is making money, so I got to make money.
So let me get that right. People are wanting to buy high?
Yeah, they want to buy high. And then, so they buy high in the market, and then what do when it goes down for 3 or 4 years and it's been out of favor and something else is?
It's time to sell.
It's time to sell.
Yeah.
So they buy high, sell low. I don't know how you did in math, but
I passed.
but that you lose money.
You should have asked that in my job interview.
Yeah, really. So bubbles, what happens with a bubble is that markets get high and everybody wants to get in. Gold, silver went up to $50 in 1973. And my dad and I bought some silver. And it immediately, I think we bought in at 47, hit 50, and then it went to 10, 5, I forget what it went to, and it got to 50 about 8 years ago, and I talked to somebody at church one day, and they said, silver can't do anything but go up. It's at 48, it's going to go up, it's gonna, look how fast it's gone up, and I said, I don't know. And, today it's up again, but it got down to 10 or 12, and it's back up to 24, but people tend to buy high. And for the wrong reasons. They don't buy high because it's a good investment.
Is that an emotional thing, do you think?
Greed.
It's greed.
Greed. It's greed. We have greed up here when things are going well and going up, and we have fear down here. And if we let greed and fear run our investing, that's why the average investor gets 4% less than the market does. That's been invested, that has more than 100,000 in a portfolio. These are bigger investors that get less than market returns because they let greed and fear run there. Greed when the market's doing well, they want in, they buy in a little too late. Fear at the bottom of the market, they get out. And you can't do that. So you need to be systematic, you need to be unemotional, you need to be diversified, because if you're diversified, you never put all your money in one thing. You never put all your money in savings and loans and then they disappear.
Or silver.
Or silver. Yeah. Or tech stocks in 2000. You wouldn't do that. Because if your mantra is diversity, you would never do that. If your mantra is systematic, you'll just systematically keep doing it. You'll look at the goals, you'll keep focused on long term, and you won't listen to the short term noise. You won't listen to the financial pornography because it's there. It's always trying to tease you to do what you should not do, because that's how they make money.
I got to talk about my neighbor a little bit, and he might watch this and he'll appreciate it. But recently we had the market drop 30% or so.
Right.
And he has some investments, and he's telling me I'm selling them off and just buying money markets and these different things. And I'm telling him, I said, I'm not a financial advisor, but now's not the time to sell it. It will go back up. We don't know when it will. And he ended up selling off about half, but he came to me the other day over the fence and said, "Come here and talk to me, Alan." And went over there and he goes, "You're right, the market went back up. I shouldn't have sold it." Said,
well, and the problem is you sell down there and you don't know. It was down 32%, down 30%. You don't know that it won't go down 50. But if you get out, how are you going to know when to get in? And it's all a gamble. Yeah. It's a gamble. And some people get lucky and then they become heroes, but how can they duplicate that? It's a gamble. So let's put probability, let's be unemotional, let's be systematic, let's be diversified, let's build a plan, let's focus on our goals, because bubbles will get you. I had a client last year that had $2 million that one day he got a letter from the FBI and said, it's gone. The guy's in prison. Well, By the time he got the letter, and why was he there? It's because this guy was getting him 4 or 5% more than I could say I was going to get in my portfolio, and greed said. And I said, I can't connect the dots. I can't tell what he's doing. So I don't know. But greed got the best of him, and he put his money there, and one day $2 million just disappeared. Well, how much do you have to earn on the rest of your portfolio to make up $2 million? So that's the type of bubbles you got to stay at. Greed, emotion, lack of plan. Be systematic, unemotional, and diversified. It will serve you well through life.